Ouch, already a sliver. Wonderful. It didn't really occur to me that I was stacking it backwards. So I'm going to leave a 24-inch open space on the bottom, and then every 16 from there up to, this is about head level. But from there, I did level across and marked on this side. Eyeball it and then bump it, I guess. I'm going to set these flush to the outer wall. So I'll get the speed square flush against the stud. And try to hold it up. All right. The wind just stopped. That always freaks you out. So basically at this point, I've got the bottom and the top one. That'll keep that board standing and in line. Is I'm going to build shelves, something like this. OSB by itself really isn't strong enough to span 48 inches. One side, bigger space on the bottom. That's where I can put water cans, gas cans, propane tanks, maybe generator, that kind of stuff. The bottom is floating, and it is tied to the top now. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, ain't nothing quite straight here. Pretty sure my OSB is straight, but this wood had some serious curve on going on. Bench 1 finished. This is the deluxe version with the cross bracing underneath. Bench bench 2 is finished. Not with cross bracing, just because I'm running out of wood. All of the leftover wood is stacked up on the other bench between underneath and on top for now. Easily accessible, kind of kills the bench, but move everything out of that corner and then bring the other bench into here. Yeah, that's not bad. Now, we're not going to stack everything on there right now, hopefully. The lighting in here is fantastic. I could do a lot of work in here during the daytime and not need any lighting, whereas in the tinker shop, with the door closed, I do need lighting. Now, if I leave the door open, I'm letting all the bugs and everything into my house. Out here, because it's open, on the opposite doorway we had a bird's nest. They just got big enough the last week or so to be flying out of here. They still come in sometimes, which is fine. I don't care about that. It was kind of cool seeing them, but I couldn't do anything in here like building these. I waited until the birds were out. Okay, because I just didn't want to disturb them, so I'll give them one chance. Then come in and take over. So nothing on, I'm trying to dodge the light from the door. Yeah, so like the top is all pre-cut shelves, and then little bits of the pump and a couple things and so on. Nothing that's there is where it's going to officially end up at, but that's just a starting point to get everything off of the table. Is this, and there is a lot of good stuff underneath all of this crap. Motorcycle suspension parts from when I rebuilt the rear end. 4 bags, 92-pound bags of Portland cement. Plus there was a trash can that also had some Portland in it. So that has to stay in here just to keep it dry until I get around to using it. This, the last couple days building stuff in here, it is, now today isn't very warm anyway, but it is so much more comfortable in here than it is outside, and in fact it's nicer in here than it is in the house because of how much breeze is blowing through here. So this was just with scraps that I had laying around. I have very few of these points left anymore, but Thought that looked nicer than where it was. It's kind of a trick because that bench is basically empty again. But also, this is getting much more empty. I feel like I got more room in here. And I got this new shelf here. And a new shelf up here. And I think this is going to be good because I've got all these hose coils. Let's just leave that like that. Right? I think that works. Through the tarps up here. So this shelf and that shelf are held up with just OSB. This is the 5/8 OSB from the hot tub project. It is ridiculously strong. It doesn't feel like it, but in the direction it needs to be, it's strong enough. And if I just put little light stuff up here, like do not put the pail of nails up here, you know, that probably wouldn't do very well. These are sticking out quite a bit. I didn't feel like cutting 2 or 3 inches off of them, so I'm gonna, okay, just leave it. That gives me places like, you know, to hang my cord. For now, good enough, right? Good head knocker. Keep that in mind. It's about the right level. Heck yeah. And then work on closing that end up. And then eventually building doors, but I'm not in a big hurry for that right now. Eventually. Yeah. Good day. Considering today was also when I built that cement back step. I think that's pretty good. And I did this today. Genius. Alright, that turned out to be nice. So much nicer out here. You walk in the house and you're like, oh, 102 still. Yeah, you just hit it. Feel it hit you in the head. Alright, downloads are happening. Cool.